Welcome, dear ones, to the jungle. I'm Bridget, and we are going to be practicing my juicy jungle jive, which is just about where my creativity landed today. So we're going to be practicing opening and grounding and finding fluidity and fun in our practice. We're going to begin on the back body, taking some time to settle and ground, and then open the hips from there, and then we'll work into some standing and balancing as well. So go ahead and bring yourself into a comfortable resting shape on the back line. Make any adjustments with your clothing or with your body, or if you're using props, then just come to a shape that enables you to rest with ease. Our corpse pose is our starting point and our ending point today. I'll bring the invitation to go ahead and close the eyes and either let your hands fall out, palms are open, finding that space of receptivity, or the palms are grounding down onto the body to really feel into the self. So whatever empowers you and promotes a sense of presence, then that's what you should do. Let your breath be easy and find the rhythm of arriving, carving out space and time in your day for your practice, for this offering of unity, of harmony with the self, with yourself. So let your bones be heavy and your face soft, and arrive. And as your breath flows in its natural rhythm and cadence and time, start to draw your mind into the wavelengths of the breath. Start to follow the breath through the pulse of the body and begin to weave an understanding of an interconnected self. Much of our practice will focus on the body, but the deeper teachings of yoga align the body and the breath to a deeper understanding of ourselves as multidimensional beings. And so we access the body first, and we spend time there to gather information so that we can come into ourselves with understanding, uncovering the layers of the ways that we are and all the reasons why and how we've come to be this way. And as we move and as we breathe through the body, the opening that can happen is through the heart, through the mind, through the full embodiment of being alive. So know that the breath can take you on this journey, and remind the mind to go ahead and follow, creating a unified self, a self that harmonizes and balances and opens and grounds and feels. Take a collective breath wherever in the world you might be in this moment. Let's unify ourselves with each other in this practice. Inhale long and full, filling the lungs from the bottom to the top through the nostrils. And then pause, wet your lips with your tongue, open your mouth, and bring your palms together to touch, and take your thumbs to your third eye, drawing you into a place of focus, into a place of intention, into a place of care, of honoring what you need today when practicing, honoring what you need always in your practice and in your life. When you're ready to move, it's the fingers, the toes, the wrists, and the ankles, and the arms, and the legs, coming into length. Take a big stretch through the body. And then just point and flex the toes. Get a little massage from the earth or your mat underneath you. And then just reach your fingertips towards the sky, and then down towards the earth, and then back up towards the sky, and then down overhead. We're going to do that with breath. The legs can be still. Inhale your fingertips to the sky, reach, and then exhale, palms ground to the earth by the hips. And then inhale, fingertips to the sky, and exhale, backs of the hands overhead, stretch long. We'll come back into the sky, inhale, and then palms ground to the earth, exhaling. This time we're going to inhale, reach the fingertips all the way overhead, taking a long body stretch. And then the exhale hugs the right knee into the chest. And here we'll spend a little bit of time just rolling the hip, getting some space through the knee, through the quadriceps, through the head of the femur bone, through the inner thigh. And then we'll come back to the center and take another in-breath. The palms come overhead and the right leg extends. And then the out-breath hugs the left knee into the chest and takes a few hip circles, a little rock, side to side, and all the way through the lower half of the left side of the body. And then when you feel that balance starting to strike, we'll come back to the center and inhale, extend the left leg and the arms back overhead. Exhale, hug the right knee into the chest. Inhale and pulse. Lengthen the right leg long. Extend the arms. Exhale, the left leg comes in for a squeeze, and it's just that rhythm for a few more rounds. Inhale, left leg lengthens, arms extend. Exhale and hug the right knee in. Inhale, lengthen the body long. Exhale, hug the left knee in. One more, each side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll come into length. And then this time we're just going to take a half happy baby on the right side. So right knee into the chest. And then right hand reaches to the outside of the right pinky toe. And then just see if there's some mobility that can be found with the right hip. Flexing the right toes towards the right knee and keeping the left hip grounded. Just see if there's some play and some mobility here. Half happy baby. Ardha Ananda Balasana. And again, this mobility is for inquiry. It's for gathering information and coming to a place of acknowledging yourself, maybe even understanding yourself. We'll grow long when you're ready. Inhale again, lengthen the bones. And then the left knee into the chest, the left hand to the outside of the left foot. And it's that half happy baby on the left side now. Just feel maybe the mobility of the heel coming towards the body and then away from the body, plugging the left knee towards the left armpit and keeping the right hip anchored. We're grounding as we open. And we're finding the juiciness of the hips, yeah? Somebody once emailed and asked, what does juicy mean in yoga? And, well, I mean, I've had that question in class too, but it just means it feels really good. And sometimes we got to get some stuff out of the way before it can feel good. So it's a project, it's a process. So juicinizing the hips, yeah, there we go. Hopefully that falls in line with the Juicy Jungle Jive today. We'll inhale and release that Ardha Anandamalasana and reach long. And then, yeah, we'll take the full happy baby on the next exhale. Hands to feet and a sweet little rock here, side to side. So we'll come back to this shape at the end of our practice and explore it some more, get into some more of that juiciness, but just make a note of how it feels right now. Just pay attention to where you're at, and then we'll maybe see what happens. Go ahead and release, but hug the knees into the chest this time. Lift your forehead up towards your kneecaps, and if you have a right kneecap, then kiss it. Or you can blow to kiss. If you have a left kneecap, then besos to the knee. You can blow to kiss. And then we're going to spinal roll, starting to rock up and down, tucking the chin into the chest, massaging the spine, and the internal organs as we roll to the earth and rise up. Take a couple more rocks, however you like. And then we're going to shape shift over onto hands and knees, eventually finding your tabletop. Let's start with palms that are wide, so we're using the full bandwidth of the palm on the ground. Yeah, not just weighting the wrists, but really using the fingertips and navigating the earth space underneath the hands. Ground down, but pull energy upward. Find that slight rotation of the eyes, the elbow pits forward and in. And the knees just softly under the hips. We'll start to pivot around, making some waves, making some juice-ified motion. I'm just going to keep on with that lingo here, so bear with me. Just the start of class. Juice-ify the hips, the shoulders, the spine. And just give yourself some free flow, some mobility and exploration. And then we'll go ahead and pivot the palms. So we're reversing the fingertips in towards the body, in towards the knees. Maybe you do this one hand at a time, or maybe if your wrists and your forearms say yes, you can do this both palms facing towards the knees. And we're going to actually take cow and cat from this mobility, from this stretch of the forearms. So whether you're on one side or the other, or both, we'll inhale and lift the head and fan the tail. And then, the earth goes away and the heart rises up on the exhale. And then if you have just been on one palm, then go ahead and switch and turn it in. And take the cow pose on the in-breath and the cat pose on the out-breath. And then we'll come back into a neutral shape. Roll out the wrists. Maybe give a little stretch to the backs of the hands. Maybe press and give your forearms and wrists a little bit more of a stretch. And then we're going to keep the hips lifted, but walk the fingertips forward. And then drop Anahata Chakra to the earth, heart to the ground. Forehead can get heavy here. This is sometimes practiced with the chin on the earth. I'm skipping the offering today with a sore neck, but if you want to open your throat chakra, you can set your chin down. And then just give yourself some space to juice it up. So that it feels good. So that you can start to notice what is in the way. And then give your time and delicate attention to those places. And then ensure that the breath supports and inspires you to open. When you're ready, go ahead and peel yourself up. Let's take our first down dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, send your heart towards your knees. And then just start with pedaling out your feet, giving some breath to the backs of the legs and see how it feels to find some shape shifting one leg at a time. But feel the shoulders rolling up towards the hips reaching up towards the sky, and then the heels feel gravity's pull. Heart towards the knees. Legs don't have to be straight here ever. They can always stay bent. We're working into a long spine. And if it feels good to lengthen the legs but keep the spine long, then sure, there's time and space for that. But give yourself permission to keep the knees bent. And then we'll take a few pulses here, moving slowly. Bring your big toes together to touch. Inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Exhale, sink down to your heels. And then shin bones hover, bend the knees. Inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Glide forward, come into plank pose. Inhale. And then exhale, break the hips to the sky. We'll take that sequence again. Rise to toes. Inhale. Exhale to heels. Inhale, shin bones hover. Exhale, the down dog. Inhale, high plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Break the hips. Take your dog one more time. Tippy toes. Inhale. Sink to heels. Exhale. Bend the knees. Shin bones hover. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Glide forward. High plank. Flat back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. From here, soften your knees. And then start a journey of walking your feet toward your hands. But take all the time that it takes to feel the sensations, grounding yourself into the earth, and then lifting up, and then grounding yourself into the earth. And this is where we really pay attention to the prints that we make on the ground through your feet. And these prints, they're our energetic footprint and our very physical footprint and our spiritual footprint. It's how we encounter the earth, how we encounter the world, and the print that we leave, the mark. And so we're paying attention as we fold here eventually at the top of the mat into our impact. Paying attention to our social impact, our economic impact, our environmental impact. And we fold forward like we give a damn up in here in this juicy jungle-fied flow. Jive, there it is. So really look at your feet. Pay attention how you're showing up, how you're looking in, and fine-tooth combing those places that need attention and effort. Okay, cradle your elbows and just give a little sway and be kind to yourself for whatever came up, whatever you noticed about how you grace the earth with yourself. And then we'll release the arms. Go ahead and give a little rub down of the backs of the legs, softening and creating a little heat, a little warmth through the palms. While I know some of you are practicing in, tropical climates. I know many of you are practicing in snowy climates, so use the warmth of the friction that you're creating. And then we'll release and take an Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, lengthen the spine forward, and then exhale, dissolve. Let's do that again, this time with horse lips on the fold. So inhale, palms up, shin bones, belly button to spine, spine lengthens forward. Flutter the lips and let it go. So now the arms are like empty coat sleeves. You can wiggle your fingers, but let them all be heavy as you roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Feeling the upright shape eventually. Lifting the heart, lifting the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let them drop down and away. And then let's do that again while I'm not fixing my shirt. Inhale, shoulders come up to ears. Exhale, they'll roll. Go ahead and widen your base. Yeah, we'll do this forward. Take some chi thumps, starting to let the body just sway, open. Stay grounded, but find that fluid energy coming with the upper body as you twist. Yeah. And let it be juicy. Let it feel good. And then we'll just shake the arms, shake the shoulders, shake your buns, shake your chest, shake your legs, whatever you got. See if you can shake it. And then bring yourself on in. Mountain. Go ahead and stand at the top of your mat. And then find that shape of active stillness. Standing, lengthening, rooting, grounding, expanding, rising. Top of the head reaches to the above. The palms fall open as an extension of your beating heart and your life force energy. Inhale, fingertips extend, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, prayer to fold. Please draw yourself down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Root to rise, circle sweep up, palms to the heavens. Samastitihi. Exhale, thumbs to sternum. Fall to rise. Inhale. Prayer to fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Let it go. Exhale. Circle sweep up with vibrant energy. Lengthen. Prayer to heart. Samastitihi will add on. Inhale, extended mountain. Prayer to fold. Exhale. Flat back. And we'll take yoga mudra here. Interlace your fingers back behind you, or option to clasp elbows instead. And then use the weight of the arms and the hands to open the chest, the shoulders, get a rinse. And the breath is just easy and natural. If you notice that the breath is choking off or becoming short, then you probably went a little too far with the rinsing of your shoulders. So really use the breath as a gauge to pay attention. Okay. From here, we'll take a half lift. Inhale. And then as you exhale, chair pose. Let the palms glide down the backs of the legs. Sink down into your hips. And then reach up through your fingertips. And for this chair, we're going to be about hips width apart. So I like to find the fist and bring it in between the legs so that the hips, the knees, and the heels are in that same hip width distance. Pinky fingers can roll in towards each other, and then just notice this shape of the pelvic floor. Notice if it's fanning back and creating a curve like an S in the spine, and then see if you can bring it in and under. Yeah. So we're going to take a few rounds to flow here, and it'll be juicy, I promise. And then we're going to do some pranayama as well, a little lion's breath. So we'll inhale and exhale. Then we're going to inhale and lift the left leg. Exhale, lower the left foot. Inhale, lift the right leg, find the balance on the left. You're staying bent in the left knee. Exhale, set the right foot down. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, palms to the legs, tongue out. Come back up. Inhale, the left leg rises, sink into the right knee. Exhale, chair. Inhale, the right leg rises, sink into the left knee. Exhale, chair. Inhale, look up. Palms to the thighs, tongue out. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, chair. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, chair. Inhale, look up. Lion's breath. One more cycle through. Left leg lifts, balance and breathe. Set it down. Inhale. Right leg rises. Exhale. Look up, inhale. Palms to thighs. Exhale. Look all the way up and stand up and reach up. And then exhale, swan dive to fold. Halfway lift, take an inhaling breath. Let it go. Exhale. Let's step the left foot back. It'll be low lunge. Starting to find our next flow. Sink into the alignment of your front knee. 90-degree bend. Back leg is long and strong. Crescent lunge is the in-breath. We'll come on up and hang. The out-breath will be a twist. Left palm to the earth. Right palm high to the sky. From here, we're going to step the right foot back and out to the side. And then drop the left heel. And then open up here. We're in a modified side plank, yeah? So the left side is all inside plank, Vashisthasana. The right knee is bent. The right toes are extending out to the right. So you've got your option here when we find our flow to hang here for the breath or to side plank for the breath. When you're ready, either way, it's high plank. Stepping the right foot back or landing on your hands and tucking your toes. Breathe in. As you breathe out, it's chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Ooh, that comes with an exhale. Rise to your tippy toes. Inhale. Sink to your heels. Exhale. The left leg went back, so we'll bring it forward. Three-legged dog. Inhale. Knee to chest. Slow-mo. Step the left foot down. Standing splits. Launch the right leg high to the sky. Forehead kisses the left knee to forward fold. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, we'll fold. Root to rise. Circle sweep all the way up. Prayer hands to heart center. Empty the lungs. Fall to rise. Inhale. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Half lift. As you exhale, step your right foot back. Low lunge. Find the alignment. Left ankle, left knee, left hip. And then pressing back through the right heel. When you've got your balance, use your drishti to help you lift up. Crescent lunge. Inhale here. As you exhale, it's a twist. Right palm to the earth. Left palm rolls open. We're going to step the left heel back just slightly and turn the toes out to the left. So the left knee is still tracking over the left ankle. Right heel is going to drop. So the right side is in Vashisthasana. We're opening through the heart, but grounding to the earth. Yogi's choice. You can stay here, and it's a supported version, or you can step the left foot to stack on top of the right. One breath here, and then wherever you are, take it into your plank. Through your flow, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Rise to your toes. Sink to your heels. Right leg to the sky. Inhale. Knee into your chest. We'll pause. And then step it through. Standing splits. The left leg high to the sky. Bezos to the right knee. And then forward fold. Halfway lift. Let it go. Root to rise. We'll inhale up. Prayer to heart, please. Thank yourself for moving that way. Let's do it again. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Half lift. Breathe in. Left foot back. Breathe out. Low lunge. Inhale. Crescent. Exhale. Twist. Adjust as we set up for side plank. Roll the heart open. Drop the left heel and either keep the right foot planted or stack the right foot on top of the left. Inhale. Exhale. Plank through your flow. Let your breath show you the way, please. Downward facing dog. Up to tippy toes. Down to heels. 3 dog. Inhale. Knee into your chest. Exhale. Pause. Step it through. Launch it off. Standing splits. Right leg to the sky. Kiss the left knee. Forward fold. Half lift. Breathe in. Let it go. Root to rise. Circle sweep up. Samastitihi. Empty the lungs. Fall to rise. Exhale to fold. So flat back. Get in there. Right foot back, I think. Low lunge. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Twist. Right palm down. Revolving your side angle. Option for your setup. Dropping the right heel. Keeping the left toes where they are. Or stacking the left foot on top of the right. One full breath. Lifting the side body. Plank through your flow. Let it go. Upward facing. Take it home. Downward facing. Right heel to the sun. Inhale. Knee to your chest. We'll pause and step it through. Anchor and launch off. Standing splits. And forward fold. Half lift. Oh, let it go. Root to rise. Samastitihi. Prayer to heart. Ooh, see how that feels. Step your feet out wide. We're going to come right into Malasana squat. Keep your prayer hands at your heart center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, tracking over the toes as wide as you need to go. Slow, methodical, lower, down. Buns hover above the earth. Elbows land on the inside of the knees, giving a really gentle but generous stretch to the inner thighs and the groin. Okay. From here, let's take a juicy twist. I like to come up to the ball mound of the right foot to do this. You can keep your heel down though. Right palm to the earth, left palm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Left palm to the earth, right palm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale, left. Exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. So buns to the ground. When you're ready, extend your legs long and adjust your sitting bones underneath you. Give a little point and flex to the toes. And then upward salute from Dandasana. Flex the toes back towards the heart. Reach forward and up. Lengthen. Hinge at the hips, but don't let the arms drop. Keep the arms in the same length as the upper body. Exhaling down. We'll inhale and come up. And then as you exhale, reach your fingertips towards your toes, but tap your low back towards the earth. And then we'll inhale, sweep forward and up. Exhale, hinge forward, find that juicy flow, bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fingertips to your toes, but spine lowers down. This time we're tapping the bottom of the rib cage. Inhale, sweep on up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the spine, reach the fingertips to toes. Tap the shoulder blades. Inhale, last time. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. We're going down to the earth. Exhale with kindness and care. And maybe you creeped off of the top of your mat. It's okay if you did. Set your skull down. Reach your fingertips. Oh, long body stretch once again. From here, we're going to take figure 4. So bend the knees, place the soles of the feet on the ground. Right ankle comes on top of the left knee. The fingertips weave through the legs and just a sweet and juicy rock side to side. And then we're going to take this figure 4 into half happy baby. Right hand to the outside of the right pinky toe, left leg extends. Ardha Ananda Balasana. Left hip stays grounded. Give another breath and then release. Bending the knees. This time the left ankle will come on top of the right knee. And then we'll take that figure 4, weaving the hands through the legs and taking a little rock side to side. Let the hips get juice-ified. And then it's half happy baby over here. So we'll extend the right leg, and then the left hand takes the left foot, left knee to the armpit. The right hip grounds and roots down. And play with the mobility. See what it's like. Right about now. And then ground down through the soles of the feet, bending the knees. Give a little windshield wiper. Side to side. And then our final shape before Shavasana will be full happy baby. And we're working backwards, right back to where we began. Lift the heels. Take the hands to the feet or to the shins. That's okay too, and great. And then we'll give that final rock, low back. Give a little massage to the toes. And then certainly if you like, you can drop one heel in and extend one leg. With breath, please go to the other side. And then our final variation will be both legs straight, maybe. And then dissolve. So juicy and jiving. Release your bones. Back into that shape that is one of rest. That is one of stillness. Palms are open or the palms are grounded on the body. You choose whatever is most supportive to your listening of yourself. Close your eyes. Soften your jaw. Rest easy. Draw your awareness back into the rhythm of your breath. And notice again how it feels to be in this body. And if there's an opening that is present, if there's a groundedness that is present, the effects of your practice starting to come through simply by your paying attention to how you feel now. And as you notice what's integrating, remember that you can in fact choose what to integrate. You can slide in some love. You can sneak in some kindness, some compassion, some curiosity. And you can create the version of yourself that you seek. It is all through your attention and your willingness to practice being you. Let your breath deepen and bring you back to source, the beating of your heart and the flow of the pranic energy through your lungs. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists. And extend long. Middle fingers to big toes, stretch. Bend the knees. Bring them into the chest. With as much ease as you can bring through, just roll over onto one side. Take a moment on the side body, kindness. And then use the strength of your upper body to draw your lower half into a closing seat. Take your time to sit up, and then let's settle in together. Let's sit together and feel ourselves and feel the connection that we have to each other. And feel the power that shows up when you show up. And in honoring this sacred time together and in our practice, let's inhale to reach upward, extending to the heavens, and finding our very human experience with our deepest prayers right down to the center of our hearts. Thank you for showing up in the way that you do, for taking the time to honor and to be with what is. Namaste.